What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showcasing every single element inside of Elemental Awakening, including gravity and both of the heavenly stuff. As you can imagine, this took me a really long time, so if you like the video and share it with your friends, I would really appreciate it. Okay, so let's get right into the video. Now I'm going to be showcasing fire. Fire is one of the common elements, but it's actually pretty good for a common element. The first ability is Fireball, which if you click, it summons a fireball that will chase after someone. It won't actually chase after someone, but wherever you click, it'll go there. Also, it has a full cast ability, so if you hold it, eventually it's gonna summon a bunch of that and it'll make a massive eruption, which is kind of like the second move, except it does more damage, which the second move is. The second move is Eruption. What happens is wherever you click, it'll spawn a tiny pillar of fire that will destroy them, and it'll also, I'm pretty sure it stuns them. The third ability is called Fire Pulse. It's actually, I like this one because first it makes a little thing that stuns the enemy, and then a massive blast that blasts them outwards, and it does like a lot of damage. But it's really good for like tricking someone, because they might think that the first blast is it, and then you do the second one, and then they're like, what? And it absolutely incinerates them. And then this is the last one. What it does, it takes 1/4 of all of your health. It stuns you for a little bit, so you can't move when this move is happening. But it makes a massive pillar of fire that absolutely incinerates every single person inside of its area. As you can see, this is massive. I don't know what it looks like from a distance, but when I'm in here, this is what I see. Luckily, that guy teleported out. Otherwise, he would have probably died. But the recharge time is 100 seconds and it does stun you. Yeah, that's fire. Now we're going to be showcasing lightning.
Alright, first move for lightning is called Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt?
Without max cast, you click it, summons a little lightning bolt.
Scary.
It does a bit of damage.
Uh-oh.
Bam. With max cast though, you can charge it. What the heck is that?
That's time, I think.
Okay. With max cast, you charge it up and you release it. And it's a little orb like shoots lightning all around if you go in it. That's pretty cool.
It's crazy.
Next is called Discharge. You discharge your electrons. And
that's funny.
And that it does like some stun, boom, folds you.
It's a long stun. What?
That's just a really cool
move.
That's
a long stun.
It's called Storm Cloud. You summon a huge cloud.
I hate this.
That has a random chance of just hitting players and stunning them, doing damage. Lasts for a pretty long time. Really good. Last move is called Lightning Cloak. You cover yourself in lightning, and you could dash fast. You kind of like dash really quick, and there's a lower dash cooldown. But it drains your mana continuously until you disable it.
Okay, show us. Oh, okay, that's cool. It's kind of like gravity, not really. Like time.
Anyway, but yeah, kind of. And that's lightning.
Yep, that's lightning. Okay, now we're gonna be showcasing water.
Alright, first move is called Water Blast. Just shoots a little water ball that explodes. Next is Water Bomb. It shoots a little projectile that explodes on impact. So
that's epic.
Wait, it.
Do any of these have full cast? The first one does, isn't it?
No.
No? Okay.
That's only the third one. This is the third one right now.
Alright.
It's called Geyser. Wherever you click, without max cast, it summons a little geyser, the little fountain that launches you into the air. Next, when you full cast Geyser, it
full cast this guy over here.
It creates a massive sword.
Oh, he's running.
And boom, slaps it down.
Oh, that's good.
Last move is called Moisture. It absorbs the moisture over a target area and deals damage and stuns enemies that are dried out. I don't know what that really means, but takes your moisture. Do you feel like you lost your moisture?
No, no.
Well, let me use it again.
I'm not so moist. Okay. Wow, that's crazy. Nothing happened. Yep, that's water. Okay, so now I'm gonna be showcasing Earth. Earth's first ability is Tremor. What Tremor does is it makes a pillar come out of the ground that does damage to players. You can also put it below you to propel you into the air, and then you can get like high ground and stuff, but it's really good because it's solid and if someone shoots something and you have quick reaction time, you can place a pillar in between and it'll stop it. The second ability is Earth Wall. What Earth Wall does, I can demonstrate right now. It pretty much makes exactly what you think, an Earth Wall. And as you see that guy's shot was just deflected. And this does no damage, except it can be really good for deflecting stuff if you're really quick reflexes like I did that. Now he's blocked off, he has to walk all the way around. And if I place a pillar there, it makes it even harder for him. And Earth has a passive ability called Earthbound. What Earthbound does is, I'm actually not sure, but it says abilities don't work while you're in the air and you have to be in solid ground, but that's not true. As you can see, I just jumped and it still worked. So I'm pretty sure what it does is when you're touching the ground, the ability does more damage. The third ability is called Stone Skin. What Stone Skin does is pretty much layers your skin in stone. As you can see that, you see that stone. It covers yourself in stone for 30 seconds, gaining ×2 defense. So pretty much you have a rock wall. Recharge time is really long, but that's okay because it also lasts for a while. And you can still use abilities while this is happening, unlike blood. The fourth ability is Fissure. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but pretty much what it does is if I do it, it's a big radius blast. And pretty much it sounds like a shockwave with a bunch of dirt coming out and stuff, which does a lot of damage to other players that are around you, and yeah, it stuns the players also. If it has a really long recharge time, so it's hard to use a lot, and there's not really any good strategies with Earth, because the only really thing that does damage is the first ability and the last ability. So I wouldn't recommend Earth for grinding, because look, like, what am I gonna do, right? I did an Earth Wall, I can't even shoot through it or anything, because I have nothing to shoot. But it's also kind of good because it's not like a projectile. If you click somewhere, it'll automatically spawn there. So it's a really quick time, and that is Earth. The next element is Wind. Wind has 4 abilities. The first one is Gale. What Gale does is sends a blast of wind towards wherever your mouse was. The second ability is Rising Wind. What Rising Wind does is when you click, it'll rise you into the sky like this. And this also does have a full cast ability, which I gotta wait. Okay, if I do now, it'll pretty much launch you very high. Boom. It didn't seem like much higher there, but it actually is. It does launch you higher. And the third one is Microburst. What Microburst does is, you've probably seen this one a lot because a bunch of people use it. Pretty much it sends this like massive wind thing. It's kind of like fire, how the fire massive pillar, except it doesn't last as long. And I think this one also has a full cast. If I just wait for the cooldown. Okay, now let's see. Okay, yeah, it's charging up. Let's see. Oh, did it have a full cast? Let me check. Yes, it does. Okay, so pretty much a regular one, just what you saw, and then the max cast creates a whirlwind around you, launching enemies into the sky. So you can see, because well, there were no enemies beside me, or no players, but if I did that beside someone, it would pretty much get launched into the sky. The fourth ability is High Pressure Bomb, which if you click, it'll pretty much make a massive explosion, like a bomb type of thing. It kind of looks like Celestial or Eclipse, I forget it. And it launches towards wherever you had your mouse. So if I go towards someone, I actually want to test this out. It's actually really cool. I didn't know this was part of Wind before. I thought it was like Celestial or whatever the other one is. Okay, it's out. So now if I do it, no, okay, I thought there was someone there. Okay, over there. If I do it now, and okay, there's nobody anywhere. I'm gonna do it over there. That's really far away. Let's see. I'll blast it. It has a massive like charge ability type of thing, and it's pretty slow, but it's going the other direction because I accidentally put my mouse that way. Okay, whatever. Yep, I guess that is Wind, guys. Now I'm gonna be doing Light. First move is Light Beam. What it does is it pretty much instantly makes a beam wherever you're holding. This also has a full cast if you hold it. It pretty much does the same thing, except at the very end it does a little explosion, so it can do area damage. The second move is Beacon. What happens is if I'm next to someone and I click, it'll make this massive thing, and a massive like orb will come up, and it'll blind the person and stun them, which is actually really good. Because if you use that, look, I can try to experiment on this guy. If you use that, you can use a third move, which pretty much summons a massive light pillar. Okay, let me walk up to this guy real quick. Okay, if I do that, Now he's shocked, and now I can absolutely destroy him. What that does, massive pillar. If he wasn't so smart, he would probably stay there and would have died. But yeah, this pretty much, like you just saw, makes a massive pillar. But if you hold, what it does is it makes a massive explosion, kind of like I don't know, kind of like the meteorite type of thing, I guess. The fourth one is the most powerful one, obviously. Stunning Radiance. Pretty much when you click, it'll summon, I think maybe a cloud. No, okay, it'll just summon light out of nowhere, and it starts beaming down onto everyone, and it's really good for killing people, and it's really hard to escape also. So, unless they do that. See, that one guy died, and this guy's gonna, never mind, he's not gonna survive, see? Okay, that's light. Now I'm gonna be doing Darkness. Darkness has 4 moves, and it has an E ability. The E ability, it marks someone if I do this. It's kind of useless unless you have the last move, because the last move, what it does, it detonates them. That's what part of it, what it does. And the real first move is Explosion. I don't know how to pronounce it, but whatever. When I do it, pretty much it'll create like a little shockwave that goes in a bubble, but it damages them, and I don't think it stuns them. It might. The second move is Chains of Shadow. What it does is it summons an orb that's pretty much summons chains that will chase down anybody nearby. Like I wasn't close enough, but it'll keep chasing them down. It's I don't know, it'll track them down and chase them, and it also stuns them for a little while. The third ability is Call. It's a call, but pretty much it makes a big explosion, and this has a full cast ability, which if I hold, okay, this guy's probably gonna want to kill me. It creates a ball, kind of like what's it called? Eclipse, I guess. Yeah, except it's a little faster and smaller. And the last ability, if I do my E move, boom, they're marked, and now I do this. It pretty much every single person I hit, I get 8% health. Okay, they all just blooded, and it blows up the marks, which detonates them. Okay, it didn't detonate them because they were protected, but if it did, it would have detonated them and you would have got hurt. But yeah, that's Darkness. Now we're going to be doing Metal. Metal has 4 abilities, and it has an E ability. The E ability is someone has a shield and you press E, it'll spawn a pillar that instantly destroys it, and this is spammable, but it doesn't do any damage, so don't do it unless they have a shield. The first real ability is Metal Blast. It pretty much sends like a metallic rock towards wherever your cursor was, and it does AoE damage. Okay, that's not good. I'm about to get Celestial Strike. Yeah, the second ability is called Magnesium, I think it's Magnesium. Okay, I just died. But pretty much what it does, if I use it right now, it'll make a big kind of like stomp thing, and it'll make magnetic energy in the air, I guess. And I think it might stun people. No, it does not. But yeah, third ability is Spike Up Heavenal. Pretty much when you click somewhere, it'll make a massive spike come out of the ground that absolutely impales them and destroys them. And I'm pretty sure this doesn't have a full cast. Yeah, it does not. None of these have full cast abilities. And the very last ability, Metal Bombardment. Pretty much it summons 2 massive metal cubes out of the sky. It comes down and it crushes them. I guess it's summoned 3 there. This might depend on how long you're holding it. I haven't tested that yet. I'm gonna test it right now actually. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna test it on this guy right after my cooldown, and now I oh yeah, so it is more. It's depending on how long you hold. Okay, that's good to know. That's Metal. Okay, I just remembered the second ability, Magnesium. The one that makes like the cool effects, if you hold it, it actually can give you a shield that gives you ×3 defense for 15 seconds. But yeah, that's everything. And this is Blood. Blood has 4 abilities. Blood has 1 max casting ability, which is a Plague ability, which is level 8. It also has an E ability, which takes away 10% of your health, I'm pretty sure. And it summons this orb that attacks all nearby enemies. You can spawn this as many times as you want, but you gotta be careful, because as you can see, my health goes down and down and down, and I'm gonna die soon. As you can see, if I press E, it summons it. This is a level 1, so only 100 health. But it starts shooting balls at it, and it's continuous, and it's really hard to escape. Like, only way to escape is if you, like, dodge and weave and stuff. And look, it travels faster than you do. And if they keep running around like that, they're gonna die. The very first move is called Transfusion. What it does, it has unlimited range. I click somewhere, and then it is gonna make like a red effect, which you didn't see there, but okay, let me test on you. It, boom, and it gives me 46 health. All of the damage I did on him, it gives me the health back. The third ability is Blood Barrier. The second ability is Plague. Plague, what it does, if you click, it spawns a puddle. That wasn't me, I didn't kill them. The puddle does no damage, except it makes them fall over, and it makes it so they take 1.25 damage more. And also, you can spawn this time as many times as you want, and if somebody's inside the puddle, and you hold facing the puddle, it is going to charge up and make a big bomb that blows them up and gives you 8% max health per person that it hits. If there's no puddle nearby when you use this ability, what it's gonna do is summon a sword that strikes them down.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah. And then the third ability is Blood Barrier. What this does, it summons a takes away 10% of your health, but summons a barrier, doesn't let you move. The barrier, what it does is protects you from all damage for 5 seconds. As you can see, if I do this and you attack me real quick. Okay, you attack me. I'll take no damage. No matter how powerful the move is, I won't take any damage. The fourth one is Blood Manipulation. What this move does is, if there's a puddle, and then you use this ability, every single puddle in the area will become one of these, and it'll do a lot of damage.
100 damage. It does 100 damage.
Yeah, like 100 damage. I mean, my level is 25, so. Okay, so if I use it now, and let's see what happens. Oh, okay, it makes a shockwave, which pretty much knocks down every single person in the area. And let's read here. It'll give you 5% health, max health for every person hit.
Oh.
That is Blood. Now I'm going to be showcasing Eclipse. Eclipse has 4 abilities. It has an E ability, which you just saw that I did on accident. Pretty much what it does is it sacrifices, I'm pretty sure, let me check. It sacrifices 40% of your mana for 20% health. So it's a good deal because mana recharges really quickly. And the first ability, the first real ability is called Lightfall. You've probably seen this one a lot, because I have. You click somewhere, a bunch of swords spawn, and there's a small chance that when you do it, one massive sword spawns. I'm going to keep trying to do it. I don't think I'm going to get it. It's because, oh yeah, you see that? One massive sword spawns in, and it does like area of effect damage. I like it more than the actual first ability. The second move is, what's it called? Consecrate or something like that. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but pretty much ouch, it creates like a massive like wave type of thing, kind of like wind, one of the wind abilities. Yeah, if I click, boom, except it's not just like this way, it's all around. It's 3D instead of 2D again. The first full cast ability, pretty much if you hold, it'll take away 10% of your health, and it'll create a little black hole type of thing, which stuns the enemies. The second one, this full cast ability, okay, I'm pretty sure it makes like a black hole type of thing, and it does a cool explosion, and it's actually really quick. Like, it's not like very long full cast. But yeah, the third ability is Light Beam Blast. If I click somewhere, it'll pretty much like reflect it, a bunch of like glass and everything, and hit it. This also has a full cast, which creates a massive black hole that travels really slowly, but it gives you, I think, 5% mana per person you hit. But it's also kind of really hard to hit people. Okay, not really. I mean, if they're standing still like that, it kind of destroys them. Right now, I'm getting a lightning cloud, which is really annoying. Okay. The last move is Broken, I'm pretty sure. But if I click somewhere, I'll let go someone. It should create a shockwave, but it doesn't. It doesn't work. It doesn't stun the enemy. But yeah, that's Eclipse. This is an exotic. Okay, so we're gonna be doing Celestial.
Yeah.
Celestial is the only legendary, so it's the best legendary. And show us your moves. Show us your first move.
Alright, so the first move, you summon a planet and it crashes into the ground. There's 3 different planets you can summon, and it's all random. So it doesn't matter how much you charge it up, it'll still be random. There's the Ice Planet, which just summons little icy water around. There's this kind of Saturn planet, which creates a big bomb explosion. Boom. Oh, and then there's the black one. Second move is called Lightspeed Lariat. You charge up, and you dash really quick, teleport to the end while stunning anyone who's in your way.
Test it on me.
Biome.
As you can see, it stuns me.
Next move is Supernova. You charge up and you create a big blast around you, which hits all players. But basically, you create an invisible blast around that summons some little meteors from the sky that go to every player in the radius, and they kind of bring him in and do damage. And lastly is the big move, is the really exciting move. So without max cast, you just summon a nice little meteor on the ground, boom, pretty cool still. The more you charge it, the bigger and more damage it gets. But when you full cast it, man, that's when something big happens.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to use my blood barrier to protect myself. Okay, as you can see, there's a massive meteorite in the sky. This, if you saw my last video, this is what I thought was the curse. Okay, I died. Never mind. I'm too late. But you can. It's massive explosion. If you're outside, okay, you can see right here. It's very, very huge, and that's the last move, right?
Yeah, and that's it. That's Celestial. Pretty good one.
That's Celestial. It's the best legendary because it's the only legendary. I'm pretty sure, unless they add another one by the time this video is out. But yeah. Now, I know what you guys are expecting. All of you guys right now are probably expecting the big three. The two heavenlies, reality collapse, time, and then, last but not least, gravity. And the thing is, I did record it, and I was going to put it in this video, but it ended up being up to 30 minutes long, so I'm going to upload that as a separate video. Link down below, or up there on the top right on your guys' screen, there should be a pop-up to the other video. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.